Hello, good morning, daily dosers. How is everybody doing? Oh, I'm literally out of breath because I ran from the airport to here. So, welcome to the Daily Dose, y'all. It's Wednesday, November 5th, and it is going to be a fun day. I'll tell you, I'm in Miami, just barely. I'm in some WeWork somewhere. So here we are. I can't even see the water, y'all. So disappointed so far with Miami experience. Let's get Clemente up here as my co-host, and we'll get this day rocking. It's going to be really fun. Let's see, Clemente, how you doing?
Good. More importantly, how are you? I saw a
Oh,
tweet from you at like 3 a.m. your time, and you're like leaving to the airport.
oh my God, we made it. So I was supposed to have enough time, and there's this bonkers traffic right now in Miami because of Basel or Basel. We should have a little vote on is it Basel or Basel, but because I'm partly British now, I say Basel. So is it Basel or Basel, Clemente?
I say Basel because of you, to be honest with you. So
I
if you were
influenced
telling
you.
me the wrong word the whole time, I don't know what we're
you're,
doing
you're a little bitter. Um, oh my gosh. Well, we have a fun announcement too today. Our friends at On Chain Monkey are going to join us for a little special guest spot. It's no secret that I'm a big believer in the team. The fund holds a bunch of monkeys. Love the team, so they've got something fun to announce to you all. You're going to hear it first on the show, so can't wait to get to that. But a couple quick reminders: we're a little bit behind because of my slow lift ride, but we're going to do our best. So a couple reminders: smash that purple comment button, y'all. If you're listening to this on mobile, it's in the bottom right. Make sure to say hello, chit chat to each other, and we're going to ask some questions. And it's just a really fun way for me to interact with you. That those of you that are not on the stage, so want to I really care about making you all feel included and a part of the show because you are the show. So let's get started. I'm going to announce our discussion topic in a minute. I've got to get my Wi-Fi set up on my laptop, so I'm going to go straight to one of our amazing sponsors, Mintify. In a second, Voice of DeFi is going to play a fun intro, but I've been a big fan of Mintify for a long time. It's just a high-powered tool for NFT traders, great analytics, wonderful Discord, one-click allow. It's just a great tool, and you can try it for free. So they're sponsoring the show. And the reason why they're doing that is they're going to read their Mintify market daily report. So analytics, wonderful Discord, one-click allow. That's just a great tool, and you can try it for free. So they're sponsoring the show. And the reason why they're doing that is they're going to read their Mintify market daily report. So the voice hit it.
Once again, I'm in Miami, so welcome to the Mintify Daily Report.
That was pathetic. Oh my God. I'm so disappointed. How about
Thank you for that.
but at least you hustled. Like I'll give you that, the voice. All right, over to
I did what I could.
over to Mintify. How you doing?
All right, I'm doing well, thank you. And yourself?
Out of breath, but I'm good. I'm glad to be here.
All right, great, awesome. Yeah, me too. All right, let's check this out. The total 24-hour market volume, 11.08 mil. Highest last sale, BASI 1421 for 130 ETH. The top three collections based on volume. BASI back at the number one spot, 785 ETH, traded 69.96 ETH floor price. Came down just a little bit from this morning. Macy, 435 ETH, traded 13.62 ETH floor price. And CloneX, 424 ETH traded, floor price of 8.85 ETH. Top gainers, Helix Metaverse Mystery Cars up 120%, and Pillsboro up 85%. The top losers, Crypto Ducks, down 91%, and What Do You See by C. Giovanni, down 33%. Noteworthy market updates. People might have already heard of this, but it's pretty interesting. G Money and the DGods team both partially doxed, and some of them fully doxed, and G Money reveals the second release from 9DCC. And Fanroom partners up with Abante Productions and GameStop to release NFT tickets. While crypto is, and G Money reveals the second release from 9DCC. And Fanroom partners up with Abante Productions and GameStop to release NFT tickets. While crypto is back to going sideways after a little bit of up last night, Ethereum right around 1264, up about 3.5% on the day. And we did drop another thread this morning. If you're interested in the Porsche drop and how to get on the allow list, definitely check that out. Thank you very much.
Boom, bringing all the news. Yeah, I especially enjoyed all the doxing yesterday. Thought it was really fascinating. I had a good time meeting with G Money several times, so I had seen his face, but it was fun to see everyone learn who G Money is. He's awesome guy, and also interesting to see who Frank was, and really, really, I guess that happened without him wanting to happen on that timeline, but as always, he's just rolling with it, and it's fun and interesting to know who he is. So it happened on that timeline, but as always, he's just rolling with it, and it's fun and interesting to know who he is. So that was interesting. Well, I almost have my Wi-Fi set up. So let's go to our next awesome sponsor and friends over at Lucky Trader. Lucky Trader is a real-time news app. I have my notifications on for it, and I love it. So we thought, you know what, let's have them read the daily news, and they agreed to sponsor the show. So the voice, I'm going to spare you, and I'll do another Lucky Trader song. If Lucky Trader wants that.
Oh, of course, yes.
Okay. Lucky Trader has the news, everybody. Okay, that's it. Over to you, Lucky Trader.
The voice of DeFi has some new competition. All right, welcome to the Lucky Trader top Web3 news stories for today. Nike.Swoosh launches its first collection, Air Force One, which will be centered around the iconic Air Force One sneaker design and curated through community voting. The curation will include 2 weeks of bracket-style voting with 4 categories: regional, heritage, cultural, and innovation. In multi-chain news, the Phantom wallet, native to Solana, is adding support for both Ethereum and Polygon. And OpenSea is adding support for BNB chain NFTs. Porsche has opened its Discord and shared early NFT details. The NFT collection and Polygon. And OpenSea is adding support for BNB chain NFTs. Porsche has opened its Discord and shared early NFT details. The NFT collection will consist of 7,500 pieces based on the Porsche 911, with a planned release date in January 2023 and a price tag to be determined. And in breaking news this morning, Uniswap has launched its NFT platform along with a $5 million USDC airdrop for Genie users. There will be 2 tiers of airdrop amounts, $300 or $1,000 based on early Genie usage. And the NFT aggregator platform will include NFTs across 8 different marketplaces and will include ERC20 token to NFT swaps. All right, Ryan, that's it for today. Back to you.
Wow, tons of interesting news. I actually had a question about the Uniswap news. Is that Genie .xyz or is that Genie's the project? I actually want to dig into that.
It's Genie.xyz.
Okay, wow, nice. Because we did all of our sweeping using that for the fun. So bring it on, rewards. That's always fun. Okay. So y'all, I got my laptop set up. So let me give you some context. Like, why is Ryan out of breath and what's going on here? So flew from my home to Miami, like 3:30 a.m. cab, which I love the mornings, but you all know that. So that was fun. Did a ton of work on the plane, and then got in a cab and then just barely made it to this WeWork because I brought my whole setup, my Rodecaster, my pod mic, the whole deal, and just literally made it at 10:30. So I appreciate y'all bearing with us. We're doing it live. So I just posted a question in the comment section. I'd love to hear from you all. And the question is, what resources have you found most effective for learning a new skill in Web3? So if you all could reply to that, we'll be reading out some answers and ideally, sharing some valuable tools that we're all using to learn. As you know, our goal is to build a real community here among the Daily Dosers. I'm blown away by you all. You're the most passionate, helpful, kind, inclusive community that I know of, and I really appreciate you all. And ideally, sharing some valuable tools that we're all using to learn. As you know, our goal is to build a real community here among the Daily Dosers. I'm blown away by you all. You're the most passionate, helpful, kind, inclusive community that I know of, and I really appreciate you all. So, yeah, so please answer that, and then we'll read out some of the comments. Of course, we're doing a POAP. Surprise. um, we're doing a POAP because we want to reward this community for being here, and the way we want to reward you is by helping you earn your way onto the allow list for the big project that we're releasing. And we want to make it fun. So by attending the show and learning and being part of the community, you can collect these POAPs that we're going to drop. The way you do that is the POAP app. So download it to your phone, click Mint, click secret word, and I'm going to give you 2 clues. So the first clue for today, and it's all numbers, no commas, no words, no letters, no spaces. The question is, how many feet are in a mile? All right, friends, how many feet are in a mile? The answer is just digits. So that's clue 1. Stay tuned. The answer is just digits. So that's clue 1. Stay tuned. We've got some special POAP art from OCM on-chain Monkey today. So excited about that. All right. Just looking at my show notes here, make sure we're all on track. Here we go. I think it's time to get our friends up from on-chain Monkey. How y'all doing?
Good morning.
Good morning. That's Danny, isn't it?
Yes, Danny here.
The voice of Danny behind the monkey. Thanks for joining us on the show. So real quick, why do I believe in on-chain Monkey and why are they here? As you all know, I run a venture fund called 121G. We invest in high quality projects and founding teams. And as soon as I discovered on-chain Monkey and the team behind it, I was all in. They have deep experience in Web3 and blockchain. The team has deep experience operating in Web2 additionally. And I just thought, gosh, they're building big things and I want to be along for the ride. So Danny is the founder and CEO, and it's great to have you here, Danny. Why don't you tell us a little bit about the announcement today?
Great. Should I just go into it?
Just do it.
Let's
go.
Yeah, so the big announcement is Alexis Andre is collaborating with me on his next big project. So Alexis Andre is an...
Just do it. Let's go.
Yeah, so the big announcement is Alexis Andre is collaborating with me on his next big project. So Alexis Andre is an awesome art blocks artist who his previous big project was friendship bracelets with snowfurl art blocks. And if you haven't heard of that, go check it out. It's really cool. And the reason, I'm really excited to work with Alexis on something is that, he is just like this really cool generative artist, combines, the awesome art, technology with NFTs and generative art, and also the cause. And he's really about, giving back and actually building, for the next generation. And that's something, on-chain Monkey, we're really big on. And, our community, has, we're a lot of us are parents, we have children, we want the world to be better for the next generation. And, that's something that Alexis also, really is for. And so he's doing this with us. And so the collab, in terms of art and technology, is for. And so he's doing this with us. And so the collab, in terms of art and technology, I think it'll be, on-chain Monkey is something that is kind of our, my PFP, and on-chain, big part of on-chain Monkey. And so, Alexis is working with me on something cool on that end too, with the on-chain part of the generative art, and that'll be coming out next year. And also, Alexis worked with us a year ago, actually over a year ago now, or pretty much about exactly a year ago, when COP26 was going on. So we projected his work, actually an original work that he did on the Armadillo building in Glasgow for COP26.
It was beautiful. He's so talented, and I love that there's a collaboration between, a fully on-chain collection like the original Monkeys, and with one of the world's best generative artists. Just a reminder, y'all, Alexis, when he partnered and did the friendship bracelet, I think there's 24,000 in that supply, 24K, and it's holding a healthy 0.3 ETH floor. And of course, we don't know what this is going to do, but I think it's going to be a beautiful piece, and the supply is going to be a lot lower. I know that the On-Chain Monkey team is going to, do a couple of things to make this more exciting for holders as well. Anything else you want to mention on that, Danny?
That is our main news. And if you go to On-Chain Monkey, the Twitter account, you'll see some more information there, and ask us in Discord.
Exciting. All right, we pinned a tweet up there for y'all. I love that this is a pure art drop, and it's being done as a benefit for the community, and it's going to be a beautiful piece. So I thought it'd be fun to announce that live on the show. The On-Chain Monkey team and community is tremendously friendly and welcoming and supportive. They feel a lot like the Daily Dose community, honestly. Every time I come across OCMs in real life or online, they're just so kind. And if you see that exclamation point rise tag everywhere, that's kind of their battle cry for helping each other and being involved in the community. So love what you all do, and thanks for stopping by the show and announcing it. Danny, please stay on stage and chit chat. We'd love to have you around. Danny's got deep experience in blockchain and credibility, so appreciate you being here. I'm seeing some fun comments as always. We've got a couple here. One from Seven. They said, I've been hearing about this past 3 days, but I was with family, so excited to be able to finally sit in. So Seven, welcome to the Daily Dose. We're so glad you're here. Mikhail says that they use YouTube or online courses such as LinkedIn Learning. Depends on how the content that they're trying to learn. So this is an answer to the question: what tools or resources have you been using to learn something in Web3? And Jamal says, Twitter Spaces, hands down. New skills, new contacts, ecosystem developments, news, access to communities. I love that. I do think Twitter Spaces is revolutionary, and all of our experience, building communities and learning and connecting. So, I mean, I'm hella bullish, as you probably noticed. So let's take it to speakers and topics. Clemente, I see your hand. Go ahead.
Yeah, I wanted to say, as far as Twitter's concerned, I agree 100%. It can be the most productive tool, but also I found that it can be my biggest downfall, because it's hard for me to find that mix between quote unquote trying to educate myself and doom scrolling, because it feels like I'm
building communities and learning and connecting. So, I mean, I'm hella bullish, as you probably noticed. So let's take it to speakers and topics. Clemente, I see your hand. Go ahead.
Yeah, I wanted to say, as far as Twitter's concerned, I agree 100%. It can be the most productive tool, but also I found that it can be my biggest downfall, because it's hard for me to find that mix between quote unquote trying to educate myself and doom scrolling, because it feels like I'm working, it feels like I'm being productive, and then I find myself 20 minutes later, I'm like, dude, I didn't learn anything. So I think it's really important to be intentional about what you're doing on Twitter, who you're following, whether it's setting up these Twitter lists and going through there, or targeting very specific people that you want to label as education, or else it can kind of throw you by the wayside.
Amen. So I started and led an ed tech company called Treehouse for a decade, and learned a lot about education and what works and what doesn't. And believe it or not, the most simple thing that you need to do if you want to learn something is not pick a subject, but pick something that you want to make or build with that knowledge. So you pick a project, essentially, and then you build towards that project that will keep you motivated. Because if for instance, you say, I just want to learn Solidity, so I can write smart contracts, it's super easy to get discouraged, to quit, to feel overwhelmed. But if you're like, hey, I want to write a simple smart contract that does XYZ, and then go figure out how to do that, you'll actually learn more that way, because it's practical. The other trick, and again, this is very simple, is set aside a specific time every day in your calendar and be consistent. And it can be just literally 30 minutes a day. So a couple learning tips for you. The final one I would say is get an accountability partner, someone that will notice if you if you think about quitting. So those are 3 tips that help hopefully help you all learn. Let's go next to Mackie. Hello.
Hi, Ryan. I am just taking notes right now for an audiogram later because that was really useful information you just said.
I appreciate that. I spent a decade doing that, so I should have some useful knowledge. Hopefully.
Oh, totally. I have a question for you. And speaking of making audiograms, I used a script. I have some pain points in the workflow. You mentioned Zapier the other day. Can you tell me more about Zapier?
Yeah, sure. Zapier is a tool that you use to connect services and do things. So what you might do is say, if I get an email, I want to then take that email and put it in a spreadsheet. And then when I put it in a spreadsheet, I then want to then email that person back. So you can kind of connect the dots on different services. And I think we're going to start seeing this in Web3, where you can start to connect Web3 interactions on the blockchain. So that is what Zapier is. I'm friends with the team that built it. It's a huge business now.
Yeah, I'm always trying to find new efficiencies, and it seems like that might be the next place I explore. So yes, having a thing that you want to make and then finding a way to make it better has been teaching me like so much the past month or two. So completely echo what you said, Ryan.
I love to hear it. Fun comment from Bran, whose name is dumb_money, which is funny. And they said, I've used Udemy for learning how to script and code. Great resource for a wide range of topics. Yeah, Udemy is just expansive. I actually love Masterclass. Masterclass has these super valuable, high impact courses from really famous people on how they have mastered something, and the production quality is really fun. So little tip there for you as well. Bruv Kareem says they want that they learn JavaScript and Solidity, which is awesome. And then Big Zip Energy said, my greatest tool has been my network, the people that I have met and bonded with in the space. They have been encouraging, always willing to show me how to do whatever I ask about it. And if they don't know, they tell me where to find out. So people, relationships, I love it. All right, let's keep going to hands. We can talk about news. We can talk about the discussion topic of how you learn and where you learn Web3, or we can chit chat about the On-Chain Monkey announcement. I'm going down to my list of people. Let's go to good things.
Hey, morning, Ryan.
Morning. You look like an OCM fan.
I'm a pretty big OCM fan. Yeah, absolutely. I'm actually down here with about 40 OCMs right now here in Miami at the Kimpton Beachcomber, having some brunch. Had to step out for this. Really appreciate you having us on the Daily Dose. We're all huge fans, obviously, at On-Chain Monkey. Yeah, just wanted to say hello and super excited about this new drop that Danny's gonna be working on with Alexis, and hopefully I think we'll probably see you later today. I imagine at the Web3 Expo happy hour. So super pumped about that.
Yeah, I can't wait. I'm just like itching to see you all in real life. I'm like by myself again in a room, and I'm in Miami. I'm not, but I'm here for you. That's how much I love you all.
Dedication.
I came to Miami and I sat in a room by myself to be with you. So,
and I just want to say too on the education piece, everything that you guys were talking about in the last few minutes is absolutely true. I do think like you have a unique opportunity being in this space to network with people, connect with people that you can't otherwise, like in any other type of situation. I mean, I met folks yesterday at Metaverse Miami that I've met online. Like I got to meet Mech, your former co-host, amazing person. Got to meet Willie from Happy Goat. So there's just so many people that you can meet here and develop like really, really meaningful connections that you never know where things will go. Everybody's working on amazing stuff, kind of in parallel, but at certain points you'll find the right way to connect, and it's all about connecting nodes and creating a network. And hopefully, I think we'll probably see you later today. I imagine at the
Amen.
The Web3 Expo happy hour. So
I'm
super pumped about that.
Yeah, I can't wait. I'm just like itching to see you all in real life. I'm like by myself again in a room, and I'm in Miami. I'm not, but I'm here for you. That's how much I love you all.
Dedication.
I came to Miami and I sat in a room by myself to be with you. So,
and I just want to say too on the education piece, everything that you guys were talking about in the last few minutes is absolutely true. I do think like you have a unique opportunity being in this space to network with people, connect with people that you can't otherwise, like in any other type of situation. I mean, yes. I met folks yesterday at Metaverse Miami that I've met online. Like I got to meet Mech, your former co-host, amazing person. Got to meet Willie from Happy Goat. So there's just so many people that you can meet here and develop like really, really meaningful connections that you never know where things will go. Everybody's working on amazing stuff kind of in parallel, but at certain points you'll find the right way to connect. And it's all about connecting nodes and creating a network.
Amen.
That's what this is all about. So yeah, I really appreciate what you do, Ryan. And I'm going to go get some brunch right now. But
thanks. Good. Thanks. Go have fun.
Yeah. Looking forward to seeing you later, man.
Sounds good. We'll see you around. And, I know probably 99% of you are not here in Miami. And I just want to tell you that if you can go somewhere local and start to connect with Web3 folks, like start a meetup, right? Get 2 or 3 people together, have a tea, have a coffee, have a meal, have a drink together. If you can start to form that community locally, it will just benefit you and that group for a long time. So you don't need to be here in Miami, as fun as it is, to start building out that network. But also, we're going to come to more shows and be at more places. So don't worry if you're not here. But if you're here, I can't wait to see you. So there's more hands I'm going to go to in a second. I do want to introduce a formal discussion topic just to keep this interesting and moving for everybody. And I'd like to ask everybody how they approach December in Web3. So are you prepping and making goals for 2023, spending time with family, or working hard and taking advantage of others not working as much? What are you doing in December specifically for your Web3 journey, for your Web3 career, for your Web3 goals? Would love to hear some answers on that. So be thinking about that as you come up on stage. And I'm going to post a little poll about that. But let's go to hands next. I'm scrolling down to my list. Let's go to Mr. Benjamin, our amazing POAP artist.
What's up, Ryan? How you guys doing?
Good, man. Good to hear from you.
The fact, great to hear your voice. The fact that you are not on a beach hosting this show right now is just appalling.
No, that shows dedication. Okay, do you understand?
I mean, Ryan, I think we all want you to enjoy yourself a little bit. I mean, you're in Miami. You're in a WeWork. I've been to those WeWorks. They're depressing. There's no windows.
It's not too bad. It could be worse. So I appreciate that.
Just
hands next. I'm scrolling down to my list. Let's go to Mr. Benjamin, our amazing POAP artist.
What's up, Ryan? How you guys doing?
Good, man. Good to hear from you.
The fact, great to hear your voice. The fact that you are not on a beach hosting this show right now is just appalling.
No, that shows dedication. Okay, do you understand?
I mean, Ryan, I think we all want you to enjoy yourself a little bit. I mean, you're in Miami. You're in a WeWork. I've been to those WeWorks. They're depressing. There's no windows.
It's not too bad. It could be worse. So I appreciate that.
What you were just asking, going into December, into 2023. Yeah, I'm just kind of excited for next year. I think the whole space really just took an uplift in the last month or so, and
feels good, doesn't it?
It might be because of your POAPs. I'm just saying. I'm not really sure, but I mean, we don't really know.
As a community, and you've been a part of that, maybe we've raised the collective mood of the whole industry.
Spark the fire. But I just think that there's been definitely an uptick. I see the trends going upwards. People are getting more excited. And even with the FTX thing, I think that's amazing. That the space is just kind of just continuing on. I think people realize like it's going to just go, it's going to continue. Like no matter what happens, it's going to continue. And
right, like if we can survive, if we
yeah.
can survive FTX, and we can just survive global economic downturn, and exchange after exchange going down, it's just
life goes on.
Yeah, and obviously we're just brutally sad for any of you that have been affected by those things, and we want to give you a big hug on that. But I think this community is strong, and I love you all. It's just my favorite time of day. So y'all are already answering the poll, which was, how do you plan on spending your time in December? 56% of you so far are gonna spend time with your family and relax. I'm proud of you. And you'll see that poll in the comments. Clemente, what's up?
Yeah, I as far as the rest of December, I'm just trying to compare it to last year and where we were at. And from an NFT market point of view, I think folks can expect a little bit of a dip in the market just from people wanting to cut some losses, maybe tax harvest a bit. I think we're definitely going to see that in December as we saw it last year. People take some time off, want to maybe get some funds for Christmas shopping, whatever it might be. But what it actually does lead to is what I'm hoping at least leads to a bit of a run in positive sentiment in January of 2023. So that's what I'm expecting from an NFT market point of view. And as far as what I'm planning for December, I think it's always a good mix, right? Of just like, I like to reflect on what's been going on over the last 6 to 12 months and possibly see like, hey, what did I do well? What did I not do well? And really, what are my goals, right? And just get those laser locked in, write them down, and then spend the rest of the time just recharging. Like I find when I take like a week off and just shut myself off from everything that I was doing, I then just get absolutely fired up to just attack the beginning of the year.
Yeah, you need to take a little breather. Appreciate that. Seeing some fun comments to the poll, and then I'll go to hands. Show, which is Show No More, says that they're going to plan, and then build, which I love. Mary says she's going to travel with my Web3 partner. I love that. And Circles says some time with family, certainly, but still learning in the space. Love seeing all these answers. Okay, so now the sentiment has shifted, y'all. 49% are going to prep and plan for 2023. Now beating time with family and relaxing at 44%. So y'all are workaholics, apparently. No, just kidding. All right, let's go to hands. I know IDK.
Hey, thanks for having me up.
You're welcome. Like, I want to say your username right, though. Like, how do you say it?
I know IDK.
Okay.
Just answer I know, I don't know.
I know, I don't know. I love it. All right, welcome.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I guess my kind of December, New Year is going to be trying to multitask a lot more. And my first step in that is going to be working out during your show.
Oh, great. Just don't like pull a muscle while you're trying to get the PO app. That would be pretty sad.
I'm at the point in my life where I pull muscles when I sleep. So
me too. I wake up, I'm like, oh, my back hurts. I'm like, oh crap, I'm getting old. So you're gonna multitask. That's an interesting goal. Usually people are like, I want to focus. So I like how you're being different.
So just wanted to give some quick clarification on the friendship bracelets.
Yeah, do it.
Okay. So supply probably went up somewhere between 700 and 1,000 yesterday. So it's sitting around 25K now. And supplies, it is capped, but I'm not sure what it's capped at. I think it was something like each wallet that held an art block piece was able to mint 2.
Got it.
So just for anyone thinking about buying, just be aware that they can still be minted.
Supply can go up.
Yeah, it is a good project, very cool art, stuff like that. But just
good to know.
And they also put a caveat in there that they could potentially release more in the future.
Got it. Thanks for helping everybody do their own research. Appreciate it. I think this is another. Yeah, appreciate it. A nice, clean Clone X you got there. So another thing to note about the partnership with Alexis and On-Chain Monkey that's exciting is that the supply is going to be significantly lower. So I'm excited about that. It'd be a fun piece to see it come out. So the poll update, everybody, on how do you plan on spending your time in December? Well, the winner looks like it's going to be prepping and planning for 2023. About half of you, and then about 44% of you are just gonna chill. I'm taking a whole week off with my family. The way I prep in December is the first thing I do is I book a week off around Christmas because we celebrate Christmas, and if I can, 2 weeks off. But this year it's just going to be 1 week. So book that in, and so I don't schedule any meetings. And then really, it's about finishing up what I'm doing, so I feel like I can go into that break relaxed. I use Asana. I love it as a planning and project management tool. And I use Gantt charts a lot. So I like to look out and see, how projects are going to flow out and kind of where we stand and if I need to be thinking about anything. I used to be a big goal setter. So my parents trained us every year. We'd set goals and we'd talk about them. I've learned to kind of adapt, and now I know that there's going to be a lot of change in my life, and so it's more about focusing on what we're currently doing. And I'm sure you all know, like, all I think about is this project that we're building and the Daily Dose community and 121G. So there's plenty to do in December. So let's go.
Nerd alert though on Gantt chart, huh?
Oh, nerd alert! Yeah. The voice you want to try to do a nerd alert?
Nerd alert!
Oh my God, that was pretty good. So Gantt chart, y'all, is a visual. It's a way to organize a problem, and then about 44% of you are just gonna chill. I'm taking a whole week off with my family. The way I prep in December is the first thing I do is I book a week off around Christmas because we celebrate Christmas, and if I can, 2 weeks off. But this year it's just gonna be 1 week. So book that in. And so I don't schedule any meetings. And then really, it's about finishing up what I'm doing, so I feel like I can go into that break relaxed. I use Asana. I love it as a planning and project management tool. And I use Gantt charts a lot. So I like to look out and see, how projects are going to flow out and kind of where we stand and if I need to be thinking about anything. I used to be a big goal setter. So my parents trained us every year. We'd set goals and we'd talk about them. I've learned to kind of adapt, and now I know that there's going to be a lot of change in my life, and so it's more about focusing on what we're currently doing. And I'm sure you all know, like, all I think about is this project that we're building and the Daily Dose community and 121G. So there's plenty to do in December. So let's go.
Nerd alert though on Gantt chart, huh?
Oh, nerd alert! Yeah. The voice you want to try to do a nerd alert?
Nerd alert!
Oh my God, that was pretty good. So Gantt chart, y'all, is a visual. It's a way to organize a project in a visual way. So what you do is you have bars that are horizontal, and then each row is a task, and then the columns are dates. Oh my God, that was pretty good. So Gantt chart, y'all, is a visual. It's a way to organize a project in a visual way. So what you do is you have bars that are horizontal, and then each row is a task, and then the columns are dates. And so it allows you to see how long each task is going to take, and then what dependencies there are. How long each task is going to take, and then what dependencies there are. So you can attach one task to another, and that way you can see, okay, I need to finish this task before this, and if I don't do it by this date, it's going to push everything out. So Gantt charts are great. And Asana, I love it. It's not a free tool, but it's got really great Gantt charts. So, but I appreciate that, Mackie. Let's go back to the voice. You had your hand up, and I passed you by. Sorry. Let's go back to the voice. You had your hand up, and I passed you by. Sorry.
Yeah, no, it's great. I appreciate you having me. First of all, really enjoyed the on-chain monkey discussion this morning. I was able to spend some time with the team in the community yesterday. Did not hold one, but I hold one now after speaking with them. So yeah. These events work. Yeah, I am now a member of the tribe. But what I wanted to talk about, and I can't believe we haven't discussed that this morning, is this Uniswap news. They're doing an airdrop. Okay, first of all, I can't believe we haven't discussed that this morning. Is this Uniswap news? They're doing an airdrop. Okay, first of all, not just that they're creating, where you can buy and sell NFTs across different marketplaces, but their airdrop is a USDC airdrop. Not just some coin they created or it's a USDC airdrop. That seems rather rare to do, don't you think?
It's like, here's actual money.
Right.
It is pretty amazing. I mean, the more I get my head around it, it is fascinating. So what do you think it means for the industry? Like, what's going to happen now because of this?
I think it will move the needle a little bit, and it'll make some people really look into it. I don't know that means necessarily they get traction in the long term. I think short term, they've done everything right so far. But in the long term, there's just a lot of competition, and it reminds me of kind of the browser wars of the late 90s, where there's a lot of good products, but there's only going to be one or two winners.
Yeah, it does actually remind me of that. And it feels like OpenSea very much is back to winning when they released their code snippet that essentially blocks, non-royalty paying exchanges. Now Blur, is back in the fight with that. But yeah, it does seem, I wonder if Uniswap is going to be able to get the attention, right? Like, we all know attention is the battle here. Am I going to go try Uniswap now? I'm perfectly happy on Blur and OpenSea and changes. Now Blur, is back in the fight with that. But yeah, it does seem, I wonder if Uniswap is going to be able to get the attention, right? Like, we all know attention is the battle here. Am I going to go try Uniswap now? I'm perfectly happy on Blur and OpenSea and, but maybe now that I know I have a big, airdrop because we use Genie, maybe I'll check it out. But it will be interesting to see it play out. So thanks for bringing that up. Let's go next to John. Welcome, John.
Hey, thank you. I wanted to provide some context on the Uniswap news. So just for anybody who doesn't know, they bought Genie.xyz in June of this year. So it looks like it took them, I checked actually the Uniswap NFT platform out. It looks like a close to clone. Basically, it's like a clone of Genie. So they bought the team. It looks like they integrated the majority of the tech into Uniswap. And that's what the product is that we see today. Looks like it took them about 5 months to integrate it. And I had some takeaways from it. I think, this shows that like companies are making bets like 5 to 6 months in advance. I mean, we see today, looks like it took them about 5 months to integrate it. And I had some takeaways from it. I think, this shows that like companies are making bets like 5 to 6 months in advance. I mean, at the time when they bought it, we didn't have Blur. We didn't have I think even Gem was a close new competitor at the time. So the market has totally changed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then, go ahead.
Go ahead, John.
Oh, and then I was also trying to wrap my head around why USDC, what could it do? And I think it's actually quite genius because I believe what's going to happen, maybe what they're thinking, is that people are going to claim the USDC airdrop and then swap it using Uniswap. So it's actually more of a marketing
interesting
play for Uniswap.
To get volume on Uniswap.
Exactly. Yeah.
Got it. And you want to know the really sad thing?
Yeah. What's up?
It turns out that I use Gem, not Genie, for all of our sweeping.
Yeah.
So I don't even get the airdrop.
You didn't get it?
Well, I was like, wait, they sound similar. This is how much of an attention war you're in, y'all. I mean, it's like I use Gem to sweep, hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars of NFTs, and I couldn't even remember the name of the service. So, attention, y'all. It's the battle.
There's a ton of them. There's so many. Yeah. And then I also just wanted to highlight the Phantom news was really fascinating to me. Phantom is updating their wallet to be multi-chain. So ETH, I think Bitcoin, Solana.
I know. I'm excited about this because, right now we use obviously Ledger for a hardware wallet, and you can obviously still do that with Phantom, which everyone should be. Everyone should be using hardware wallet, without a doubt. Never, ever, ever use a hot wallet for anything that matters. But I would love it if I could use the same wallet easily for Solana and ETH. So just that made me actually switch from MetaMask to Phantom. So super pumped about that. Thanks, John. All right.
Yep.
So want to call out a couple more comments from y'all. I love it when you comment. So One Shot says what they're going to be doing in December is more planning and meetings with investors. 2023 should be a good year. Love to hear that. Domdom.eth says we'll have a little time off and ETH. So just that made me actually switch from MetaMask to Phantom. So super pumped about that. Thanks, John. All right.
Yep.
So want to call out a couple more comments from y'all. I love it when you comment. So One Shot says what they're going to be doing in December is more planning and meetings with investors. 2023 should be a good year. Love to hear that. Domdom.eth says we'll have a little time off, work, Web3, personal commitments, and spend time with my family. We'll spend some days at my mother's place with my daughter to celebrate Christmas. That sounds amazing. Let's go next to Ben.
Hello.
Hello, Ben.
Up again. Hey, how you doing? All right?
Yeah, good. Thanks for stopping by.
No worries. Thank you. I'm in December. I'm going to really focus on processes and routine. I've spent 2022 running around like a mad thing in this space. And actually, I've found a lot of success in stopping and thinking about what it is I do every day. I'm trying to build a routine around it and also trying to refine it with some processes. So
love it. Processes in your British accent and routines, was it?
Correct. Yeah.
I love it.
Routine and process.
Yes. I love it. Everybody knows I think my wife is British. So
okay.
Yeah, I lived in the UK for 12 years, so I miss it a lot.
Nice.
And my kids used to have British accents.
Oh, okay. So. I also had something on the Uniswap thing as well. Not that not that I know anything about it. Yeah, I for me, and I spoke about this a little bit earlier as well. You were right when the chap previously just said it feels a little bit like the kind of Google versus Ask Jeeves versus Yahoo of the late 90s, early 90s.
Gosh, Ask Jeeves. That brings back memories. Oh my God. Yeah.
For me, I feel like somebody needs to come to the front soon and with a different value prop. I feel like so much traffic is going through to these sites, and yet no one is really kind of turning that traffic into anything other than allowing them to buy and sell an NFT.
I know. I agree. And I've actually strong opinions about what I think that's going to be. I think we're going to see OpenSea start offering a lot of services and products to projects. And that what will happen is we'll see more and more tooling for projects to release on their platform, and it'll be very much not even to customize the experience. For instance, we want a marketplace that looks and feels different. It's technically hosted with OpenSea, but it's unique to us. It's got a minting platform. It's got a communications platform. I imagine that's where they're going to go.
I really hope so. I hope that they take that route rather than just continually trying to.
Well, I think that's where the money is. Yeah. The money is in enterprise, right? It always is, right? So it's not charging consumers, right? So I think that's probably what will happen. These are all smart people running these platforms. Same with Blur. Then there's tooling, like pre-mint around that as well. I think it'll be really interesting to see all this shake out. But thanks for stopping by.
Thanks ever so much. Cheers.
Yeah, appreciate it. Couple more fun comments coming in. This one from Fat Stella. They say that in December they are doing clinical EMS for the next 5 weeks for vet school. We've got a vet in the house, y'all. All of us. Hey, who's a pet owner in here? Let's see some hearts. Definitely throw up some hearts. Oh, we love our pets. I'm seeing tons of people. All right, Barbie's got a pet. Who else? Keep throwing up those hearts so I can scroll down and see. Bran has pets. Trey has pets. Everybody has pets. Bubbles has pets. All pets. We have a little Sheltie and then a pound dog. We love them both. Okay, so let's keep talking around that as well. I think it'll be really interesting to see all this shake out. But thanks for stopping by.
Thanks ever so much. Cheers.
Yeah, appreciate it. Couple more fun comments coming in. This one from Fat Stella. They say that in December they are doing clinical EMS for the next 5 weeks for vet school. We've got a vet in the house, y'all. All of us. Hey, who's a pet owner in here? Let's see some hearts. definitely throw up some hearts. Oh, we love our pets. I'm seeing tons of people. All right, Barbie's got a pet. Who else? Keep throwing up those hearts so I can scroll down and see. Bran has pets. Trey has pets. Everybody has pets. Bubbles has pets. Oh, pets. We have a little Sheltie and then a pound dog. We love them both. Okay, so let's keep talking about, subject of the day is what do you do in December for your Web3 journey? We're also talking about interesting news bits around Uniswap and everything else that's going on, the doxing that's kind of happening. But let's go to Aiken next. How you doing?
Hey, how's it going?
Doing
It's
good.
pretty much, yeah, I mean, it's business as usual for me in December. Take some time off towards Christmas with the family, but otherwise nothing really changes that much for me.
It's just another boring month in Aiken's world.
Yeah, but I think, what I want to talk about is I think a piece of news that I think has sort of gone under the radar is, lawmakers in Brazil have basically passed a comprehensive bill around, crypto regulation. And
interesting. Tell us more. I did not know that.
Yeah, and it basically allows for Bitcoin to be used as a payment method. So
Okay.
It doesn't go as far as calling it legal tender, but it allows people to use Bitcoin for payments. It actually has a comprehensive
written into the law versus we're supporting this. It's actually law.
Yes, it's just waiting for the president's signature to kind of pass it through. But it also includes other details around categorizing crypto assets. So it looks at Bitcoin as a payment system, but also says there's a category of crypto assets that are more like securities that would be under the purview of their SEC to regulate. It has comprehensive rules on regulating exchanges, right, around custody rules to make sure that exchanges cannot touch assets that are being custodied on behalf of clients and customers.
Can America do all this, please?
It's the most expansive set of rules I've seen for a country of this size. And for people that don't know, Brazil is the 12th largest economy in the world, right behind Russia, and is the 7th in terms of the crypto index that's published by Chainalysis in terms of crypto adoption. So this is massive news. And I think if you believe in the domino effect and you see what happened with El Salvador previously, then this basically gives, in my view, most other economies in Latin America license to move forward. Wow. And there are a number of other countries that have been debating crypto regulation for a while, like Paraguay, Colombia, and a few others. So this is really, really big news. And I feel like no one's talking about it.
Yeah, I didn't even know. So I absolutely love you bringing it up. It is big news. The more that we see people...
The crypto index that's published by Chainalysis in terms of crypto adoption. So this is massive news. And, I think if you believe in the domino effect and you see what happened with El Salvador previously, then this basically gives, in my view, most other economies in Latin America license to move forward. Wow. And there are a number of other countries that have been debating crypto regulation for a while, like Paraguay, Colombia, and a few others. So this is really, really big news. Paraguay, Colombia, and a few others. So this is really, really big news. And I feel like no one's talking about it.
Yeah, I didn't even know. So I absolutely love you bringing it up. It is big news. The more that we see people begin to set these regulations, the more we can move forward. That is exciting. I love to hear that. So thanks for bringing it up. A couple more fun comments I'm seeing people about what they're doing in December. Stacy Balt is snowboarding with a fun picture of them snowboarding. Floor Pappy says time with fam, but always boarding with a fun picture of them snowboarding. Floor Pappy says time with fam, but always prepping with a little salute emoji. Also, what is the deal with the salute emoji being half a head? Does anybody understand that? Like, what happened there? If anybody knows, DM me. Okay. Let's keep going to Art Babel. How you doing?
Doing good. Two quick things. One is love Gantt charts and Smart Sheets. If you haven't checked it out,
Smart Sheets
saves
great.
me.
I forgot about that.
I love it. And good then tips. December actually is kind of stumbling into things. I worked with like Lloyd's and Willis Tower and all that in the real world, shifting stuff around forever. And they they're trying to catch up to, what people are talking about, the different regulations and how to classify and underwrite digital assets and what that is. And as I'm starting to peel back the onion, thinking that I had a pretty good grasp on what the industry does and is, and then finding out absolutely that there's you don't even understand the playing field anymore. When one slows down, you go up the next level. It feels like, who's playing in the NFL style speed right now within the industry that is able to slow down and see everything going on. And I don't see much, but what I will say is I think that, part of the uptick and part of this optimistic feeling that we have going into December and into 2023 is I think people are stopping to try to be good at playing whack-a-mole and just stopping playing, slow down and see everything going on. And I don't see much, but what I will say is I think that, part of the uptick and part of this optimistic feeling that we have going into December and into 2023 is I think people are stopping to try to be good at playing whack-a-mole and just stopping playing whack-a-mole at all, right? They've just decided that now they understand a little bit and they've keyed in on a few different projects or a few different ideas or how they feel they like to collect and they're getting in there. And I think that's helping to mold and change the industry a little bit. At least I hope it is.
Yeah, no, I love hearing that. And thanks for stopping by. There's a lot to think about here. And how we deal with the pace of change in this industry. It's bonkers. Tyler Carter says in December that they're stacking these POAPs. I love it. But there's not going to be POAPs over the Christmas week. So just so you know, no matter how bad I want to hop on Twitter Spaces, I'm literally going to have to lock my phone away or something. So that's my plan. I want to touch on something I actually tweeted. This is a little bit of a turn because I think it's important. There was a tweet by a woman named Shannon Dawn, and she was actually highlighting some of Professor Galloway's research on friendships. And actually, Kevin, who leads Dust Labs, is on the stage, and he responded. So I'm going to ask him about that. But the stats are kind of shockingly sad. So friendship is dwindling. And so we're going to talk about America a little bit. Apologies if you don't live in America, but some stats coming out of America are 15% of men and 10% of women have no close friends at all. And that means 1 out of 7 men and 1 out of 10 women in the US don't have a single friend, right? And this is a change, right? So if we look back to the 90s, the numbers are significantly different. So we're seeing a real societal change here. And I guarantee this is affecting all of us here. And so I just wanted to point out, this is one of the reasons I'm so passionate about building community. I deeply believe that we need close friends and we need people that we can rely on and trust. And we're not getting those friendships in the way we used to. And I see actually friendships blooming, through Web3 communities. And I see that happening literally right here with Daily Dose and all of you Daily Dosers. And that's my dream, is that you all connect with each other and that you build real relationships moving forward.